Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 2 a.m. Campfire Club. I'm Ethan.
I'm Reagan.
I'm Waffle.
Yeah, we got Waffles back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, this is like his what?
Third
This is his
video.
second main video, I want to say,
Yeah.
and then he was in the Jackbox.
So
But yeah,
third video.
we're back, and this time we're doing an idea he had. Do you want to explain that, or should I explain that?
Uh, I don't know. Do you want me to?
I can explain it. I was just
Alright,
asking if you wanted to.
you can explain.
So today we're ranking. Well, first we're just gonna talk about our thoughts of the show Demon Slayer, go over like basic plot, and then we are going to rank the swords of the different characters in Demon Slayer. Which, spoiler alert, some of them are pretty weird.
Yeah.
Most of them are normal, but there's a couple.
There's
But
a
yeah,
there's
so
a couple of really cool ones. So
I have never seen Demon Slayer, so they are going to explain the show to me, which I have absolutely no knowledge of. So this will be fun.
So I did tell her before we started that the show is known for its animation. It really is just incredible animation for that show. It's regarded as the best animation in any anime. It's truly incredible. But yeah, so let's go ahead and start going into the plot. So first episode, main character is introduced. His name's Tanjiro, and he's just a happy guy. He's like the nicest character of all time, and he's very innocent. He works cutting down logs and delivering charcoal, which he sells for his family.
and also he got he got very good smelling. He for some reason he can detect blood by smell. First off, first scene you can see Tanjiro just going around and gathering woods, and then he went to a different village. He went to the village to like sell the wood and charcoals to people, as the village was very far away from his home. So as he was heading home, it was almost nighttime, and then he stumbled upon
Do
familiar
we want
face.
to? Okay, so this is tough part of the story. Gonna be honest with you. Do you want a spoiler? It's only the
Yeah.
first episode, but it's
Yeah,
a
I
pretty
mean,
big
I
spoiler.
you're gonna spoil. I was planning on you spoiling everything for me.
All right, okay. I'm just so for anyone watching this that wants to watch the show and doesn't want spoilers. This is, I yeah, you should stop watching here. You can maybe skip ahead to where we're talking about the swords. But yeah, all right, continue. You find a familiar face.
Yeah, and then that old guy said told him to stay for the night, and yeah, he treated him with hot pots with like soup and some,
All
and
right, I don't
then
need to go into this much detail because
yeah,
we're only on the first episode still.
and yeah, so and then after he went home, and he while he was going home, he smelled a sense of blood. He went back to
Because
his family's home, and
the established part of this character is that he's really good at smelling.
yes, I already said that.
Okay, yeah, yeah. He's very good at smelling things for some reason.
He can he can smell his blood.
He can smell
So
blood, demons, food,
and so
different
yeah,
people specifically. He can smell specific people.
Like
yeah,
he recognizes people by their scents.
Yeah, yeah. So he gets home and oops, all dead.
his whole
Yeah.
family died.
That's unfortunate.
His whole
Uh,
family died.
they're all dead.
Yeah,
Um,
except for Nezuko, which is
his
his
younger sister
younger
Nezuko
sister.
is not dead, but also is dead because she's a
Yeah,
demon now.
yeah, yeah. So
Oops.
he figured out that his family get killed by demons.
but
So demons can make people demons.
so it's
yeah.
kind of like vampires, but you
Oh,
have to drink their blood, I think. Right?
Yes.
Is that right?
No,
I don't remember.
they
It's been like a year since I watched that show. I
no
watched
no. It's because the boss of the whole demon thing went
yeah,
to
Muzan.
Tanjiro's came. Yeah,
Muzan.
his name is Muzan. He looks like Michael Jackson. He went to Tanjiro's house and he killed every single one of them, and he inject, I think, his blood into Nezuko.
Okay, no, I was right. It doesn't have to be Muzan, but it has to be one of the strongest demons. So
Yeah,
basically,
or
all demons were formed from the blood of the one guy.
yeah.
But if people have a lot of his blood, then they're able to spread him too. So the way it happened was a strong demon was like, "Drink my blood."
Yeah, so that's what happens. And
why does this one guy make all the demons? What's so
Because
special about him?
because he's the first one.
because he wants to spread demons around the world. He wants to
I don't
rule the
remember how he became a demon. Is the issue? How did Muzan turn into a demon? Okay, so he had a weird disease that made it so if he goes into the
Demon
sunlight,
disease.
no, he that made it so if he went into the sunlight, he would die.
Oh, that ties back into our last episode.
I don't remember what we were talking.
No, Nakazawa. That's his whole deal too.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 So, but then he had a physician make medicine that made him a demon on accident. So
That's
of course it's the dang scientists again. So that's how he's a demon.
just imagining like a pill bottle that's like side effects, nausea,
Oops,
headaches,
oops,
weight
demons.
gain, may cause demon.
Just like listening to a commercial, hearing that list of side effects, like they're speeding through them.
Keytruda.
They make you a demon. But so all the demons die in the sunlight.
Yes.
Oh.
He's the only one that doesn't, I think.
No, I think he still does, doesn't he?
I don't know. I haven't seen them in the sunlight, so.
Yeah, I don't think he can. He can.
I mean, you just search right there.
Oh yeah, he's immortal.
Well, that just
So
comes
he
with the
can't die.
territory.
Yeah.
But
so,
the other ones are not. They're not immortal. They can still
yes.
die
So yeah,
and do a lot
demons
of stuff.
are highly allergic to
They're not allergic.
sunlight.
They just kind of die. They melt a little bit.
So whatever you guys do, don't go to try and find demon and put it to sunlight. It would definitely kill you.
But continuing,
So all his whole family is dead. His sister is a demon.
yes, but demons apparently he's able to stop her from drinking any blood because the demons want to eat people, eat blood.
Nezuko has a strong kind of like a human conscience, I guess.
So
way.
they're if you don't eat a person, you're able to maintain some level of humanity. If you get a lot of the blood, you also retain some level of humanity.
Yep.
So
But
she is able to stop herself from eating someone with the help of her brother and also through just like sheer will. And so she's able to not have the urge to kill people and is working with them. But the demons have like some cool powers, like
yeah,
increased
like
strength, increased speed. They're able to
Yep.
change their size, and they all a lot of them have like special abilities.
yeah.
Like there's one that could shoot spider webs, one that turned into a train.
This is very random.
Yeah,
Is there
One
like a
that-
reason why they have these particular abilities?
sometimes yes, sometimes they just want to be a train.
I think I know. I think the more you're closer to the boss demon, the more
Stronger your
like
powers
yeah, the stronger your powers are.
But I don't know how much logic there is behind which one you get.
Yeah. So
And you also like kind of start to look like your power. Like you can a lot of times tell because that guy looks like a spider.
yeah,
Does the train
But
guy look like a train?
yeah, he
no,
does.
this looks pretty weird. Here,
No,
let's see.
basically he replaced every single part of the train and put the piece of himself there.
He just like merged.
Yeah, so
Even
the
demons.
whole
I
body,
got the
his
train
whole
part.
body is the train.
This guy. He doesn't look
Um,
like a train.
That's the train right there. That's the train. And
He doesn't look like a train though. He just has a mouth on his head.
yeah, but that's
He's able to detach his power isn't even that he can turn into the train.
he merged with
He
it.
just can.
Yeah.
so
I
what
don't
is
know
his
if all
actual
demons
power?
can. His power is that he can put people to sleep.
Yeah, he can like
Oh.
put people
He like
that-
sends his hand out. He detaches his hand and makes it like walk around with fingers, and then the mouth hand says sleep, and then people sleep, and then they can't get out of it, so he eats them.
So the train thing is just a hobby?
It's literally he just decided one day, let me be train. He just found a train, and he was like, all right, time to become, and he merged with it, and he was train.
Yeah, but
So the way to kill demons is by slicing their neck, by the way. If you cut their head off, they die.
if you're closer to the demon lord himself, I guess you're harder to kill.
Yeah, like your neck gets really thick.
Yeah.
It's very dense, so you can't cut through it very easily.
Yeah.
You got dense neck.
You got
Yeah.
a thick neck. A very thick neck.
So they gotta like go
Side effects may include nausea, headaches, demon, and
thick
dense neck.
thick neck. You may die in sunlight. You may also become train.
You may also
That's the new slogan. That's
You
our
may
new
become
slogan.
train.
Welcome to the
You
2
become
a.m.
demon,
campfire
you may die in
club.
sunlight.
You may die
You
in
may
sunlight.
become
You may
train.
become train.
And as always, you may become train. Good job.
Good job.
Okay, that's the end of the episode.
Alright,
Okay,
yeah,
but
that's a brief,
continuing.
that's a brief enough.
So, well, that's just like we only described the first episode.
Yeah, I don't think
We're supposed to describe the show.
Mhm.
So basically, what he ends up doing is he finds out while he's like leaving his home and trying to help his sister, he finds a demon slayer, whose
one
name
does.
is Tomioka.
It's Tomioka Gyu. That's his name. Which
Which
is the
he goes
sword I
by
have right now.
Tomioka.
Which is the sword I have right now. It's his sword.
They can't see that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But so he's like, "Oh, there's a demon," because he sees Nezuko, and Tanjiro was like, "No, don't do it. She good."
Don't do it.
So here's the weird thing: some demons can talk. Nezuko can't. She just goes.
Yeah,
Um,
plus she has a bamboo in her mouth.
Yeah, they put bamboo in her mouth so she couldn't bite people even if she wanted to. So she permanently has bamboo in her.
Yeah, but she looked really cute though.
Yeah, that's an important storyline detail right there.
Yes, that what do you mean? Yeah,
We're describing the story. Not
How old-
what
how
you
old
think
is-
Nezuko.
How old is this?
Nezuko age 12. She does get older. She's 14 chronologically,
That's
but still underage.
still
Still illegal for you to like her.
too young for you.
her height is 153 centimeters. What?
She's exactly 5 foot, which is pretty normal for a 12-year-old. She can change her height though,
Yes,
which
she can.
they find out since Tanjiro needs to travel. He puts her in a box,
A wooden box.
a wooden box, and carries her on his back,
Yes.
and she just chills in there. until it's
Sounds like
nighttime.
fun.
Yeah, she lives in the box. I think she likes it.
She sleeps there. She sleeps during the day and comes out during the night, basically.
Yeah,
She's
Sounds like the ideal way of living, honestly.
yeah, living in a box on your brother's bag.
She's a gamer. She's a gamer.
But so he's like, "Yo, there's a demon slayer corpse. If you want to save her, that's probably the first place to go because he's one of the big people.
The big people. So in the
What are they
Demon
called?
Slayer Court,
Uh,
they have different rankings. The top one is Hashiras.
that's it, Hashira. He's a
Yeah,
Hashira.
he's a Hashira,
There's
which is
like, let's
the
see,
highest one.
I want to say there's 9 of them.
Yeah, it's yeah. There is.
I think there's 9. All of them, I put all of their swords on the ranking list. If you're not talking about the guy that's in charge, because he's not.
So there are, yeah. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10.
Is that including the guy with the weird top half of his face?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. He's not considered one though. So 9.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, what?
Can you not
No.
count?
No. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What?
9. There are 9 Hashira in the anime. I just googled it.
So the lowest rank is Mizunoto and Mizunoe and Konoto and
I don't think
Konoe.
we need to. I don't
And
think
then-
the whole list is important, Waffles.
Whatever that
This is
was.
just a brief. This is a brief summary. So far, we've talked about how cute Nezuko is, and all of the rankings in the Demon Slayer Corps.
Yeah, because they gotta know, you know.
I don't think they do. I don't know. Did you know that without reading? Could you name each ranking? And if you say yes, I know you're lying.
Well, considering you didn't know how many there were, I'm gonna guess it's not important information.
It's not. In any case, so he goes to the guy Tomioka's teacher, Tanjiro does, with Nezuko. He teaches them, or he teaches Tanjiro how to become demon slayers, and Nezuko just sleeps the whole time.
Yeah. His name is
Literally, she sleeps for multiple full years without waking up once, which is a mood.
Yeah.
But he trains. He's like, "Yo, you can't become a demon slayer until you cut this rock," and then he gets trained by the ghost, the ghost,
the goats.
the ghost of these 2 people who used to be students but died in the demon slayer exam. It's not actually explained how they showed up or if ghosts are canon, but I guess they are.
Are they the only ghosts in the show?
Yeah, and nobody sees them but him.
Imagine dying while taking a test and then having to teach everyone else how to take that test.
Well, it's only the one directly after.
Well, okay.
And he doesn't
Still.
realize they're dead until after they're finished teaching him. He just thinks he met some friends on the top of a mountain. But so he becomes really cool. The way that the Demon Slayer Corps works, or like Demon Slayers work, is they use different styles of breathing.
Yeah.
So they breathe weird. And
So it's yoga.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Then they get magic powers, like their swords suddenly have like water trailing behind.
Yeah, like yoga.
Like
Yeah.
all the different elements.
That's how yoga works.
Yeah,
People just, for some reason, everyone forgets to do their yoga with their katana. I don't know why.
I'm gonna start doing my yoga with my katana now.
But in any
Well,
case,
I mean,
yeah.
there is kind of a form of tantric Buddhism that basically believes that you can use yoga to gain superpowers. So.
Which I don't think is true, but
And that's where the goats came in.
And
because
that's
they were
what
doing
makes it a
goat
religion.
yoga. They were doing goat yoga. So he met the goats of the past students.
yeah, of the guy that teaches him, the past 2 of his students that died.
Who died together. But it's really funny. So then he goes and he's like, I'm going to go take the exam now. So he goes and takes the exam. And oh no, there's this really big demon who it turns out has eaten every one of that guy's students. Every single one.
Yeah.
So he's like really fat because he's eaten so many students.
Yeah, and he has hands around his face.
But so basically, the Demon Slayer exam is they're just like grab all the people, all these kids who are like mostly teens, throw them into the woods and lock them in there for 48 hours, and hope they don't. If they don't die, they win. And there's like tons of really strong demons locked in this area.
It's called the final selection.
Yeah. So basically, just don't die and you win. And so he has to fight the hardest demon in the entire area, who is the hardest because he's eaten all the students. And so he's like, my teachers, I have to avenge them.
Yeah,
and he does. Spoiler alert.
My teachers! I have to avenge them.
Oh no! My teachers! They're broken!
They've been eaten!
But so then, bada bing, bada boom, he wins. And there's like a few other
Ooga
people. I
booga.
think there's 3 other people that succeeded.
Out of how many?
A lot.
There's more than 3 people that succeeded.
Oh, that's right. There's at least 4. I remember 4 of them. 5 other. How many?
There's Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Kanao, the weird guy, and then another random demon player. There's
Final
more than
selection. All right. It looks like how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no.
Well, no, they're both dead.
Yeah, never mind. This doesn't actually tell me.
You can look down there. You can look down there. There's people down there actually survived.
Well, yeah, all these people survived. Not all of them, but some of them. But they weren't all taking it that time. The people that were taking it that time were Inosuke, Tanjiro, Kanao.
There wasn't Inosuke in that scene.
Yeah, it was. Okay, so it's only 3.
4.
No, Zenitsu was there too, yeah. So it's 4. I was right the first time. 2 of these people become important characters. I think they all do eventually, but right now only 2 of them are important. And the most important one is Zenitsu, who's hilarious.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean the most important one is Zenitsu?
I mean, other than Tanjiro, the most important person in this picture is Zenitsu.
Yeah. Most of them are side characters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Zenitsu isn't. So that's why I'm saying he's the important one, right? We on the same page here? So, yeah. They first meet here. Then, for some reason, they all get birds.
Bros.
Who can talk to them. Well, I say birds because Zenitsu's is not a crow. Well, I think he's the only one, but for some reason, his is not a crow.
Yeah. So basically, those crow can talk and they grant you tasks on where
They can only talk to you, though.
Yeah, so they talk to you. They give you quests where you have to go.
All right. Back to the story. Yeah, they win. Yippee. Tanjiro goes and he gets first 2 assignments. He goes, kills the demons. Then he sees Zenitsu on the road. He's walking to his next assignment, and on the road he sees Zenitsu sexually harassing a woman, begging her to marry him because he's like, I regret becoming a demon slayer. I'm gonna die. Please marry me before I die. I don't want to die alone. She's like, no, just leave me alone, please. And he's like grabbing her and like she's dragging him with her. Tanjiro was like, dude, stop it. What are you doing? And so then Zenitsu was like, no, I'm not leaving you now. You said you took her away from me. Now you have to repay me by keeping me alive. He's like, you took my wife away. And then they keep walking, and eventually they see a house. I don't exactly remember what went on in the house, but there's like a house full that has like these 2 children who are crying outside, and they're like, oh, a demon is in there. No, their brother. It was their brother.
Yeah.
Was inside. And they're like, oh, please save him. So he goes inside. Zenitsu goes inside too, but then they wake up and they're like, we're not together because the house is weird like that. It's like a labyrinth kind of thing where it's like constantly moving and changing.
Yeah, because there's
parts of it.
Yeah, because there was a demon in there that uses drum to change the
house too. So that's another thing. Demons become house. He didn't become house. He just has a weird drum that moves house. So they're like, oh no, let me kill him. But while they're there, they find a new friend, and that is Inosuke.
The boar
So
hat.
I should probably give you a brief description of Zenitsu and Inosuke. So Zenitsu is a wimp. He kind of sucks.
At first.
He's actually extremely strong. I'll start with saying that. The issue is he's too scared of everything to do it. So he actually has this weird ability to where if he falls asleep, he's really, really good at fighting. But if he's awake, he can't do anything. And he's entirely useless. He also fell in love with Nezuko.
The
Constantly
12-year-old?
Well,
Yeah.
I think he's underage too. How old? Well, she's 14 when they meet.
How old is Poot?
Yeah, how old is Tom Brady and Putin and Boruto and Tom Holland? Ooh,
Thank you, Google. Zenitsu.
Zenitsu. He's 16, so he's only 2
Okay.
years older than her.
So he's fallen in love with a 14-year-old demon who can't speak.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he thinks she's cute.
Okay.
That's about it. That's him as a character. So if you don't know this is mostly for the people watching and not for Rick. But most animes have a pervert, and he's the pervert of this show.
Apparently, which is a good guy too.
Yeah, most of the time they are.
Some.
Meliodas, Jiraiya. That's about it. No, there's more. I just don't want to think about it. In any case, yeah. So then there's Inosuke. He wears a boar head on his head because his face is beautiful and he's doesn't like it.
If you look at his face, it looks like a girl, but
Yeah, but
he doesn't like
he has like long hair too.
yeah.
But he's like, people call me pretty all the time. I don't like it. He's also feral and a maniac and is really bad at remembering people's names. So he always calls Tanjiro Gunpachiro. And yeah, he cares about them, but he cares more about killing and is also an idiot.
He's a hot-headed person.
And he keeps trying to fight Tanjiro. The only reason he follows because he keeps trying to fight Tanjiro. And also, Tanjiro has a knack for getting into trouble.
And Tanjiro's head is really strong.
Yeah, they have like a whole running joke that he just headbutts things when things get hard. And
yeah,
he never hurts himself. Like, he just full force headbutts things. That like, he knocks Inosuke out with one headbutt to the head. And Inosuke's out for like a full day. And Tanjiro's completely fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's those two characters. That's the four. There's like a core 4 group, and that's the 4. So you're following the story of the 4 of them fighting demons.
Yeah, basically.
So that's the basic plot. And now they're like going around with the Hashira, training with them and helping them fight demons because turns out they're realizing how strong they are.
Yeah.
They were like the lowest rank, and now so there's like a top group of demons who are the ones with the most of Muzan's blood.
Uh-huh.
And Tanjiro kills one. And so they're like, well, guess he's strong. We can't just act like he's not. But they also hate demons, so a lot of them try to kill Nezuko, and the guy in charge is like, nah, I kind of want to see where this goes. Don't kill her.
Yeah, so they accept Nezuko as one of their own demon slayers, since she doesn't like eat people.
She's never killed anyone.
Yeah,
does Nezuko do anything in the story?
What?
Does she do anything in the story?
Yeah, she fights demons.
Okay.
She literally go hands on hand with a demon.
Yeah, she has sharp hands.
She literally her strength is really like it's up there with the one. It's up there with like a really strong upper level demon.
And also, the demons never see it coming that a demon's fighting them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like while they were in the train, they put everyone to sleep except for her because they don't realize she's there. And then she's like, "Oop, time to wake everyone up."
And they also can't detect her since she's a demon as well.
Yeah, because they can detect humans, but they can't detect other demons. So she is helpful. They're all helpful. Tanjiro is just the most important, the strongest, and probably the nicest character there.
Yeah,
The rest of
yeah.
them are there for their own reasons. He's there because he just wants to help people and save his sister.
I don't know, but I think Tanjiro is the only one that has learned two breathings
Yeah, out of that group, yeah.
out of that group. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. While they were doing the train stuff, the train arc, which is in the form of a movie, they had like these kids go into their minds to try and like kill their soul, and it's really funny. They go inside of Tanjiro's soul, and it's literally like it tells you
Little
about their character, and for
Mhm.
him it was just like the most beautiful sky you've ever seen.
and then
A warm
they're
sun, and this little kid is just like, it's so warm in here. I don't want to do it.
and there's like
Uh,
little
like these
Tanjiros.
little, this little Tanjiros walking around, and most of the time you have to like search for their soul within the space. Nah, the little Tanjiro just brought him right to it. He's like, "You just lend me here," and they're like, "Oh no," and they're like, "There you go. You wanted, right?" It was really cute. It was really cute.
It's the
And then
cutest thing.
he can't do it because he's like, it's just I can't kill this guy. He's just too nice.
And there's Zenjutsu and then
So they were each living their ideal realities, and they were really good. Tanjiro's was just my family's alive still,
Mhm.
and then there's Zenitsu's, which is him living in a world alone with with Nezuko, and they just run in a field infinitely together. And his soul was entirely black because Nezuko wasn't there.
and he was holding a scissors, a really big scissors.
Like going completely insane
He's
trying
like,
to kill this child, and the child's freaking out because I mean she's inside his soul, but in trying to kill him. But
yeah,
he's going insane on her because he's like, "You're not Nezuko. What are you doing here?"
he's like the human Jack the Reaper.
And then there's.
Did you say a human Jack the Ripper?
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper was a human.
Oh wait.
That's a real person. That was a real serial killer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice reference there, Waffle.
Yeah.
Inosuke's is also very good. It's just he's convinced he's in charge when it's clearly Tanjiro. So he's leading a team of them. Their official names are all the wrong names he calls them in this world.
I think Tanjiro.
And they're all animals who look stupid and are pretty useless, and he leads them to victory.
Yeah, Tanjiro is a raccoon, and Nezuko is a rabbit.
He's a tanuki. Nezuko's a rabbit, and
Zenitsu is a mouse. A
let's-
rat.
Let's see.
Dream.
I gotta show you.
Yeah.
It's really good.
He's like, "Come on, you guys!" And they like,
Attack!
he's like, "Hey, boss!"
They're all like jumping around like idiots.
He's like, "Henchman number 1, henchman number 2, henchman
Yeah, that's
number
what he
3."
calls them. It's not important to the plot, but I still like it.
Yeah, it is not, but it's really cool.
So yeah, now you understand who the characters are and what the basic plot is. So we can rank their swords.
Yeah. Now we can get into their swords. We're done with all that stuff.
I took the swords of the 3 main characters, the 9 Hashira, as well as the one other character I said was mildly important that succeeded in the final selection, who is a girl who works under one of the Hashira.
Yeah, her name is Canal.
Are you sure you don't want to do an alignment chart?
We could. All right. So let's put them in. We got to make categories to start. So let's make the top cool. And then the bottom can be stupid. And then actually, you know what? Make the top. I just think they're neat. We gotta fit that in there. Or Sans Undertale. That's up to you.
But that doesn't really have any meaning. I guess Sans Undertale is just a synonym for absolutely epic.
Also, Sans Undertale is pretty cool.
Dumb. No.
Dumpster fire,
No.
dumb fish. Yes, dumb fish.
And
this is the duality of
for,
man.
for the middle, we can
Sans
add.
Undertale. Where are you on a scale from dumb fish to Sans Undertale?
For the middle, we should add above something
You don't-
average.
You don't add anything in the middle.
Oh, okay.
It's
Never
just
mind.
it's just
You
two axes. So we've got
Um,
cool, like the cool axis. Do you want
the
like-
lame. So we got cool and lame. So then we could do like I don't know. We could do like cute or something like that, and then like I don't know. There's
we
like
could also just do like a chaotic axis or a power
yeah.
axis.
I think you should go like chaotic to cute.
But these things aren't opposites of each other.
No, but okay. So I mean like feral. I think feral and cute are opposites.
Okay.
Will Ferrell. All right. So yeah, we got Tanjiro's sword. It is a standard sword. It is the one that has a blue backdrop. It's pretty average.
Yeah, it's a normal sword.
It's not too special. It's all black and it has a little red and just a normal thing around the handle or whatever that's called.
Yeah, it has
The hand place.
the hand place.
Next is one of the Hajira,
One has
Kojo, and it's the
sword is-
butterfly. It's got like it looks like a flower with a butterfly. It's got a white edge of the blade
Yep, that's the one.
and blue and gold for the
No, green and
handle.
gold.
It's like a mint.
Mint green.
Mint is a green.
You know what? I'm stupid.
Yeah. So
I mean-
Also, I'm tired.
what do you think, Reagan? What
I
would
think
you
it
rate
looks
that?
pretty cool. It looks
Yeah.
like it looks neat.
I would go a little bit into cool and definitely.
So her blade, it's kind of like a rapier. They don't include, like, you know how katanas, they include like the bottom part, like all the bottom part has blades. Hold on, let me show it. It's more easier. Like, you know how these parts
Hers is
has blades. Like, you know how
the
these parts
sharp
has
edge.
has a sharp edge. Her just like the top has a sharp edge.
So yeah, hers is called a stinger katana.
Yeah, it's
And-
basically like a rapier.
Yeah, it's a lot like a rapier. I think that's a good placement for it. Like a little bit
Here-ish.
above and
Epic.
definitely over near cute.
Yeah,
Next is my man Inosuke.
with the
He
two
has
swords.
two standard katanas, but then he got a rock and smashed it in so it would have two rivets.
Yeah, he liked the rigid. He thinks it's better at like slashing things.
So I think that should go to Farrell because he literally just smashed it because he thought it looked cool.
Yeah. So what
I
do you
think
And it just
I
has
think
like
it looks
bandages
kinda-
wrapped around the handle.
I think it looks kind of stupid in my opinion. So I would put it down here, but
I think it's cool, but the handles are just bandages.
I think
Like,
it
it's
should be
literally
in the
just
middle.
a smash sword with bandages on.
Yeah, I feel like it should be in the middle.
I think you can go a little bit below. I do think it's
Mm.
cool, but that's probably because my bias towards Inosuke, because he's just cool.
Yeah,
The
but
swords themselves aren't actually that cool.
so yeah, it's
So I go a little bit below Sans Undertale.
yeah. So that's
A little bit
I
of
think,
dumping in my life.
I think that's a good spot.
So next is Rengoku, the Fire Hashira.
With the red sword.
He has like fire on the handle and like flames going all the way up. His is really cool. I won't lie.
which I think is really cool. What do you think, Reagan?
I think it looks cool.
I would go a
As
little
far
bit
as
into.
yeah,
It's not super. There's definitely ones that are more, but yeah, I think that's a good placement. It's pretty cool. I like the fire.
Yeah, it's a little bit chaotic and it's also kind of epic. Next one, wait, no, it's
And we
in.
got Zenitsu.
I
His is
I
cool.
I
His is
think I
pretty
really
cool.
like it. I like the aesthetic of a white handle. I
It's
don't
got
know,
white handle, white blade.
and basically lightning going throughout the blade. So I like the aesthetic of the white.
I think it's definitely cute. Or not cute, cool. It's Sans Undertale, not cute.
It stands under.
My brain's not working.
What
I'm tired.
what do you think,
I would say I don't really like the
Reagan?
aesthetic of the white and the yellow, but it might also
Mm-hmm.
just be like that specific. Like in the show, it might look cooler than it does in that
Yeah,
picture.
it doesn't look.
I
Right in
do
that
like the
picture,
white
but
blade with the black. Like I like the shaft of the sword. I don't really like the handle or
yeah, okay. This is more of what it looks
the
like.
sheath. Yeah,
think it looks
I think it's cool.
right.
I think
But it's not like.
I don't think it's the coolest one up there.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
yeah.
the coolest sword we're gonna look
yeah,
at.
it doesn't give you like the wow factor. Like when you look at it, you're like, wow, it is so cool. And stuff. So
You
I
think
would
this is a
think
good placement?
Yeah, I would go a
Yeah.
little less cute, maybe.
I would go a little bit more feral, maybe.
Well, I don't think. I mean, it looks. I wouldn't say that it's feral because it looks as far as like
It's
the structure of the
clean.
blade. It's very clean. That's kind of
Yeah.
I think honestly, cute is
Yeah, I think cute's a
clean.
bad term. It's more like
Smooth,
yeah,
clean,
feral to clean is
more
a good
clean.
is
Yeah,
a better
better
metric.
than cute.
So next is Tomioka.
Which is the sword I have right now.
His is pretty standard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think it's clean.
I would say it would kind of go in this area.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. It's
Like,
kind of
it's-
cool. I like the color scheme. The red and blue is cool.
No, not
It's
red and blue.
very
The black
simple.
and blue.
No, but it's got red
But
too.
it's got red accents.
Yeah, red accent to the
Yeah.
handle.
I mean, all the swords are black. If I said it was black, then we would just be saying they were all black.
I don't know. I like the aesthetic of the blade. It has like the wordings on it. It looks pretty cool.
Which I don't know what it says.
I think it says deaf, but whatever.
What does Tomioka's katana say? Destroy demons. So it's real creative there.
I mean, what do you think, Reagan?
I think this is about here is a good placement. I like the way it looks. It's kind of simple, but I think it's a good
Yeah.
clean design.
I agree with you. It has like a blue, which I really like. It goes well with the black. Yeah, I kind of like it too. It's clean and yeah, it's between clean.
Yeah, I
and
like
epic.
that placement. I like that placement.
Yeah. Next wood.
Next one,
I
is
think
really
the
cool.
kill demons text on it makes it a little bit more feral than if there was.
Yeah.
It's just one edge dipping its toe into feral.
Yeah,
Not.
'cause it looks clean, but if you read it, you're like, is it though?
Kill demon. Destroy demon. And the next
So-
one I think is really it's cool.
It's Shinazugawa, and his sword is really cool. I think
It's
it reminds me
green
of
on
Genji.
white.
It
Yeah.
reminds me of his sword. It's pretty sick. It's got like a shuriken shaped base,
Yeah.
and it's white black with an accent of like a line. Not like a line. It's more of like a neon.
It's like an electric blue.
I wouldn't say it's. No, it's kind of like wind.
It's greener
I
than
guess.
that.
I
I mean,
mean,
it's still teal.
It's very
Mm.
green.
Yeah, it's kind of like you put like wind pattern on a blade.
I think It's really cool looking. It's also really clean looking. I really like the design. I like the pattern. I like the colors. I like the sheath as
There
well.
you go. I
Yeah.
really like
I
it.
think it's just the coloring on my screen is wrong. Makes everything bluer than it actually is.
No, yeah, it's 100% green.
Yeah, that's green. That is a neon green.
And I also like the case as well. The case looks pretty cool.
Reminds me of a cow.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah,
really
I
like the
think
handle with the alternating design.
It
I
has
agree.
it has a little accent of black, which I think is add to it really good.
So we can go next. This one is Tokito's sword.
Yeah, it's taquitos.
Taquitos, my favorite
Yeah,
snack.
Yeah, you like taquitos.
It's taquitos.
He's the only Tex-Mex character on the No, I think the handle's cool with that, like the gold square and
it's
rectangle pattern.
it's kind of like the old Japanese style, kind of like a samurai sword, like how a samurai sword would be.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Yeah,
It's
I think
simple
the sheath
design.
is
Remember what his
cool,
says.
but I'd kind of put it like maybe next to Tojiro's.
Tanjiro. Yeah. All right. His also says destroy demon. It looks like a bunch of people just put destroy demons on their sword.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. Definitely.
I think that's a pretty good placement.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good placement for it too. And alright, the sword.
The next sword.
It's start getting it's
This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
It's really stupid. It's really squiggly.
it's
And
really
then it's got a horrible color scheme.
They just took a normal katana and made it
So
Candyland
it's
colored and squiggly.
This is Nigaro's sword.
It looks like some kid wanted to make a sword, but then they made it and combined it with like a candy cane or something.
And
Pink and green, the worst combination of colors.
A twisted katana. It's called it's more purple. It's a little bit pink.
Yeah, I mean
It's like a magenta, I think.
Magenta.
Yeah, it's funny.
And
it's funny to
chartreuse.
look at.
I wonder what its case look like.
You can't sheath that.
You're right.
Like,
How
that's
does he sheath
physically
it?
impossible.
Unless you get like a really wide.
I don't know how. I mean, I don't know
it's
how.
not practical. I don't know why. Like, is there a reason? This can help you fight. There's no way.
I don't know how he would fight with it. How he would cut something with it.
I mean,
so
if it's
unaerodynamic
sharp, it'll
too.
still. Yeah, it's stupid. It doesn't make sense.
I think
But, like,
it's,
you
I think it's just
You can't stab anything well, like, cause that's just terrible.
I mean, if you stab it, it would do some damage. If you like lunges forward with it and stab it someone into the stomach, it would do a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
he does serpent breathing. Just to let you know. So it's supposed
so that's
to look
why
like a
this
snake.
that's still
And
dumb.
if you look at my screen, he has a snake scarf. That's literally just a living snake.
This is getting
Yeah,
That
worse
doesn't
and
change the
worse
fact that
by.
it's stupid.
Okay,
Yeah, I
hang
don't
on.
know
Though
Yeah, okay, that's
But
the
his
sheath. It's just a
design-
really wide sheath.
his design though is like completely
It's
black and
stupid.
white, but then his sword is magenta. That's
Yeah, it's bad.
horrible.
I wonder what serpent breathing looks like. Like for most of them,
Good.
you just have like butterfly effect behind. No, like it has like a trail, a contrail behind it. Is it just a bunch of snakes?
Ethan, you should search it up on YouTube.
I don't think. I guess there's probably a picture here. What does serpent breathing look like? Oh, so it is just a snake.
I guess
It
that's
just looks like a
Well,
snake. Yeah, it's just a snake.
that's,
It's just a long snake.
that's weird.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's not good. I like that placement. This one's stupid.
I like that person too. Okay, on to the next one.
Next one is my favorite.
It looks really cool. Which
So it's pretty feral. So something about this character,
I think
the
he.
character that uses them, I think he has 3 wives.
Uh-huh.
What?
Um, it's the only thing I really know about.
I think he's a wind breathing. Not winds. He's an earth for wind breathing. I don't know.
Do these
So
also
his
say
name is
destroy demons?
I don't. There's nothing said that is destroy demons.
so he is thunder breathing.
Oh, yes. It's also said destroy demons. All of them just say destroy demons.
It in fact says destroyer of demons.
What?
Oh.
So that's slightly different. Yeah.
Destroy your own demons.
Destroyer
No,
of demons.
destroyer of demons.
I don't understand.
Okay, so you know the word destroy?
Uh-huh.
You add an ER to that. And then you
Destroyed.
put it. No.
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 Oh, destroyer of demon. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Please keep that in.
Of course.
I thought you said destroy your of demon.
Destroy your own demon. So his weapon is called dual cleavers. It's really cool.
Yeah. He's
So
known as
does
the
he like
butcher.
spin them around? Like what's the point of the chain
I've never seen him
connecting
fight.
them?
So basically,
Okay.
Like nunchucks.
so basically, yeah. Well, what he does is kind of like nunchucks. He grab he hold on to both of them, but once he used the chains like to spin it around. So yeah, I
All
think it's
right.
pretty cool.
Let's see. He's holding one in his mouth and the other in his hand.
Or something like that too,
It looks like he just holds them both.
which looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's just holding them.
I like it. What do you think, Reagan?
I think they
What's
look
your
super
ranking?
cool. I like the little notch in them. I like the colors. I like that they're unique to all the other swords and they're not just like a katana.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say this is a pretty appropriate spot, but
Oh, wait. Alright, sorry. I just realized something about the next sword. Which, speaking of, let's go to the next sword. So this one.
It's Tanjiro's.
No, it's not. We've already done Tanjiro's. That was the first one.
No,
This is Kanroji.
oh yeah, Kanrochi. That's right.
It's the pink hair chick who also has a lot of green.
Yeah, she is. Her breathing is kind of weird. It's love breathing.
Yeah, she's an interesting character. But the interesting thing about this sword is it's called a whip katana.
So
And
it can change
if you
shape.
look at this picture,
It can bend.
it bends
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
like a whip. Yeah, this is her.
it can change shape. So I think that's pretty cool. I like it.
It's kind of weird. Is it like supposed to be like
I think it straightens and then you can use that. Yeah, you can. And she use that like a whip, basically.
I'm not going to say anything specific, but I'd just like to say, of course, the love sword turns into a whip.
We all know what that means.
I would say I don't really like the
Yeah.
design. I think it's kind of ugly.
I don't. Yeah.
It
I think
is
it's kinda
a weird
stupid.
concept.
What's
Yeah.
what's the point of a sword if it's not a
Yeah.
I
Like
think
she
it's-
could
yeah, I
just
think
wield
it's
a whip.
weird.
Like
And I
just-
think it copies Tanjiro's or Rengoku's sword. It's like kind of have like a fiery effect.
It's not fire though. That's more like blood. It looks more like
Yeah.
blood.
and like at least from this picture,
Or like a bunch
the
of mouths.
that just clashes with the pink on the handle.
Yeah, and then she's also pink and green. So
She's a-
there's red, pink, and green in her.
And plus, I'm not surprised she's a pretty weird character as well.
Yeah, it feels
Um,
like I get the pink and the blue like handle. It
it's
just
not really blue. I think it's supposed to be white.
but it feels like the blade is from a completely different sword.
Yeah,
And
I will
plus
say
the
that
pink
like
is the handle's just ugly anyways. Like it's on theme, but I still don't really like it.
yeah, I agree.
I
I agree
agree.
with everything you said.
I also agreed. So what do
Um,
you place
So would you
them?
say this is a pretty good placement? Like
yeah.
it's stupid.
Well, see, I would say to some, I do. I agree with the dumbfish ranking.
Uh-huh.
I would say to some extent, maybe a little bit more in the feral and clean because it looks. If you didn't know it was a whip,
It looks
it
great.
doesn't look unclean.
I mean,
it
it
doesn't
looks
look particularly feral.
I would say the blade looks feral though. Like it's not as weird, but it's still
Maybe I guess it does.
like it's still
I would.
very it's just very
I
chaotic because it's
yeah.
clashes. So
I think it still goes in feral. I just said a little bit. Like I still think it maybe
yeah.
move it a little bit to the left of where it is now, but yeah, like right there. I think that's a good placement. I want to skip this next sword and go to the last one. I want to leave this one,
Okay.
and I say the term sword very loosely.
This is
So this is
Canal sword.
Yuri.
No, Geary. I'm sorry.
I really like this.
I think it looks
It's just
clean.
simple. I think it
Yeah.
looks nice. It's clean. It's cool enough. I
Yeah.
like the silver with the like. It's got like a flower pattern on the inside of it too. Yeah, I think
I
it's
like
a nice sword.
the pink and the white. Like it looks the design's simple and clean, and I would put it like just below the green one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it too.
Good color scheme, good consistency. The addition of the silver is nice.
The aesthetic. I just don't like the case. I wish the case would match up with the sword a little bit more.
Yeah, it's a little weird that
this
the
might
case.
not be the actual case.
Yeah, I think that I don't
the one
think
that this product is sold in.
Yeah, but it probably might be not, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they would because the case has got gold on it, so that doesn't make sense. That looks like a pretty basic sword case.
So let's go to the last sword.
Wait,
that's not a sword.
I say very lightly.
Wait, did we put this sword in the ranking?
Yeah.
This next one's just a cleaver and a mace combined.
This is
it's
the most wonderful thing I've ever seen.
The spiked flail and axe.
he looks like a boot. He looks like he's
it's
from.
Cool.
Objectively, this is stupid, but
it is stupid.
But it's also epic.
It looks cool.
He looks like he's
if he pulls it off, then good for him. You should. He's sure he looks sick using it.
Yeah, he looks like one of those monks, I guess. And,
it is 100% feral. Because you've got to be insane to come up with this one. Which is funny because the character is not at all. He's just like sad monk.
Yeah, he's a sad monk, basically.
I'm not sure how you use the axe, but I would like to see.
Yeah, I want to see how he uses it.
Before in the show. He might have in the manga though. He's just a sad monk.
Plus he doesn't have an eye, so.
All right, so he's got like a.
Oh, he's a stone Hashira. Okay, so he literally make a stone
like
and then
stone statue that uses it.
Yeah.
Was for him. Or here he's holding it. It looks like it's on very.
Yeah, it's a very long chain. So
wraps it around and uses the axe on the chain at the same time.
I don't know whether to say it's terrifying or it's cool.
I would say those are generally synonyms.
Yeah.
What do you think, Reagan?
I think what I said. I think objectively it's kind of stupid, but I think it's really cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
It really does.
Like
look
practicality.
I have to agree with you.
No one in the real world would have this weapon, but I think it's
it's
an anime. It doesn't need to be realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. what people have learned over time that most of the time combining weapons does not. A gun with a sword at the end of it typically isn't great.
Yeah.
And so in this way, combining a flail and an axe especially doesn't make sense. Because I wouldn't imagine them working together in the first place. Like a sword and a gun would allow you to cover both long and close range.
But somehow
A
in anime,
flail and an axe allows you to cover short and short range.
but he made it long range.
Short and
And
shorter
then
range.
short and shorter range. And also accidentally hit yourself a lot of the time.
Yeah, that seems like a great way to accidentally hit yourself with a flail.
So
Which, I mean,
yeah.
flails seem like that, but
at least then you have some like level of control.
yeah, I mean,
And
trying
not
to.
like you're using an axe.
Because it's, I think he was trying to go for like one is balance, one is like heavy and one's light. Like
But an axe is typically heavy. If you
Well,
just had an axe, you
no, it doesn't look like it's heavy.
just have like a hatchet and an axe at the same time.
I mean,
That would have the same effect.
he moved it around pretty easy. And
Okay, Waffles, we're not talking about the show. I'm sure he pulls it off in the show. They're not going to make him stupid.
And how does he
But in real life, does it make any sense? Do you think that someone could legitimately fight using this in real life?
I mean, they fight with nunchucks and...
Yeah, but this is completely different from nunchucks. Because as you established, the heavy part is on the end that's swinging around. So you have an axe in your hand with a heavy ball and chain attack that's just gonna be swinging around. It's literally just a flail that you might accidentally cut yourself with because you have to hold the axe part toward you in order to actually flail.
Not might accidentally cut yourself. It would literally
If
fall.
you're holding it like this, the axe part would have to be down here. Which means if you're swinging, you're going to cut yourself. It's a stupid idea. I'm sure it looks cool in the show, and the idea is cool. But in real life, it's an incredibly stupid idea. You would kill yourself with this.
Not if you had a professional.
No one's gonna know what a professional is. It's stupid.
I think you're gonna lose this argument, Waffle. Because
No,
you're
no,
wrong.
I think he's already lost this argument.
No, I definitely
I'll give
lost,
up.
but I just want to get a rise out of him.
It's a horrible weapon, but I love it. Well, everyone, there you go. We did it.
The Demon Sword,
And as always, ka-chow.
the Demon Slayer rankings, in our opinion.
Our very objective opinion.
Yeah.
That's definitely the correct answer, and if you disagree, you're wrong.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever have a different opinion on the alignment of Demon Slayer swords from Sans Undertale to Dumbfish, I think something's gone horribly wrong.
Yeah. And if you're trying to tell me that Squiggle Sword isn't the most dumbfish thing you've ever seen, then you're just objectively incorrect.
You're just objectively defying the laws of physics.
I don't know what to tell. If you think that, then I can't be friends with you. I can try. It won't work out. It's not me, it's you.
It's not me, it's a
Ethan
sword.
accepts everyone except for people who like Squiggle Sword.
Yeah.
It's
that's
not me, it's the sword.
And it's sad because I do want to like it. And it's another thing where the idea of it is cool, but in reality, it's incredibly stupid.
I don't know if the idea of it is cool. What if Sword was squiggly?
Sword? No, it's the idea is great, but the execution is just terrible.
I don't think the idea is great. I think the idea is okay at best.
Yeah, I mean...
No, I don't like the execution. It's so weird.
It reminds me of Rumpelstiltskin's dagger from Once Upon a Time,
Yeah,
but just like
it
so
does.
much worse.
Yeah.
Like it would make sense if you do like a whiplash, but you have like a sharp edges.
It's just really bad. All right, everyone. There you go. We've done it. The ultimate
done it.
ranking of swords and the best explanation of a sword of a show known to man. Yeah,
Yep.
Oh,
you should subscribe because we're great. Thank you.
well, yeah.
Always remember, you may become Train. Ciao.
And as always, you've been Banane.
Name it.
Ciao.